Have you ever walked into an event or a business meeting completely on top of your game, dressed to impress, credentials stacked, and yet within 5 minutes someone else completely shifts the air in the room? They aren't necessarily the loudest person, they aren't flexing their achievements, but somehow every conversation naturally drifts toward them. Opportunities seem to fall into their lap before they even ask. We tend to look at those people and say, oh, they are just naturally charismatic. But today, we are tearing down that myth. What's actually happening in that while most people are focusing on their own performance, high level communicators are playing a completely different game underneath the surface. It's what you could call tactical social intelligence. In this episode, we are breaking down the 5 key principles to reading any room, building genuine influence, and making people instantly feel comfortable and connected around you without ever having to fake it or perform. Let's dive in. Principle number 1: stop looking at yourself and start mapping the terrain. When most people step into a social setting, their internal monologue is entirely self focused. Do I look okay? What's my pitch? What should I talk? Because all that mental bandwidth is directed inward, they are completely blind to the room's actual dynamic. Next time you step into a room, whether it's a team meeting or a dinner, give yourself the first 60 seconds just to observe. You are looking for 3 key roles in the room's hidden ecosystem. Number 1, the pulse. This is the emotional anchor. When a joke is made or something unexpected happens, notice whose reaction people check first. That person sets the room's tone. Second, the catalyst. The natural hub. They are introducing people, bridging groups, and keeping the social flow moving. They are almost always the most trusted person present. Number 3, the silent observer. The person who says the least but takes in the most. Never underestimate them. They usually possess the deepest context on everything happening around them. Once you learn to identify these roles before you even open your mouth, you stop guessing how to fit in and start navigating intentionally. Principle number 2: listen for what people aren't explicitly telling you. Personality tests like Myers-Briggs or Enneagrams are great for baseline traits, but they don't tell you what someone needs in this exact moment. To figure that out, you have to listen to the subtext of their conversation. Pay close attention to 3 specific markers. What they showcase. Constant subtle flexes about status or titles usually signal a need for external validation in those areas. What frustrates them? Frequent complaints reveal underlying core values. If someone complains about people flaking, reliability is top tier for them. If they complain about being interrupted, they value being heard above all else. What they inquire about. The questions people ask show where their mind is actively focused and what they desire. When you tune into these signals, you stop having surface level chatter. You start meeting people directly at their unexpressed needs, which creates instant trust. Principle number 3: replace impressive statements with genuine curiosity. Here's the paradox. Trying to be the most interesting person in the room is usually what makes people tune out. What actually makes someone magnetic is being deeply interested in others. The practical tool here is what I call second level questions. Most interactions get stuck on level 1. Where do you work? How was your trip? Second level questions take the answer you just received and dive one layer deeper into the experience. Instead of how was your trip, try asking, what was the moment from that trip that stayed with you? Instead of what do you do, try asking what made you choose that path in the first place. This simple shift changes the dynamic completely. It signals that you are actually listening, giving the other person permission to step out of autopilot answers. Principle number 4: track your relational balance sheet. Think of every human relationship as having a dynamic account balance. Every positive, low friction effort you make is a deposit. Every request or self-centered behavior is a withdrawal. Deposits look like remembering small details from past conversations, sending a quick note of encouragement with zero expectation of a response, or speaking highly of someone when they aren't in the room. Withdrawals look like only reaching out when you need a favor, dominating conversations with your own stress without asking about theirs, or disappearing when things get tough. The key to high value networking and strong friendships is making consistent, genuine micro deposits long before you ever need to ask for a withdrawal. When your baseline approach is focused on adding value, people naturally want you in their corner. Finally, we have principle number 5. Your state speaks louder than your script. Non-verbal energy carries far more weight than pre-planned talking points. Human nervous system naturally co-regulate. We pick up and mirror the emotional frequency of the people around us through mirror neurons. If you walk in tense, reactive, or desperate to prove yourself, people feel that friction instantly. But if you walk in internally calm, present, and grounded, you become a steadying force in that space. And here's the honest truth: you can't fake that kind of grounded energy with quick hacks. It's the natural byproduct of living aligned with your own standards, being comfortable in your own skin, and not relying on the room's validation to feel complete. So here is your practical takeaway for the week. Pick one event, meeting, or catch-up call on your calendar this week. Before you jump into the conversation, test out one move. Map the room's dynamic, ask a second-level question, or simply focus on bringing a calm, settled presence to the interaction. Notice how the dynamic shifts when you stop trying to control the outcome and start mastering the subtle flow of the room. If you found value in today's breakdown, hit the subscribe button, drop a review, and share this episode with someone who's building their own path. Until next time, stay curious, stay observant, and keep leveling up. Peace.